Hello, sports card friends. Today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why I think it is a great time to enter the sports card hobby. Stick around. Hello to all my sports card collectors, investors, all of my collectibles friends. It is another day. It is another card video. How the heck are we doing?
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Hopefully it's been a great day for you so far. If you're new here, you're looking for almost daily sports card collectible style content, you have come to the right place. Please hit the subscribe button down below if you do like what you hear, and also connect with me on IG at Sports Card Dad. I'm also on the old Twitter machine, the Sports Card Dad. Big shout out to today's video sponsor, ComC.com, your home for buying, selling, and flipping all the hottest trading cards. Their consignment marketplace now with more than 30 million trading cards from baseball superstars like Aaron Judge to Marvel favorites like Spider-Man. ComC has something for every type of collector. Make sure to visit ComC.com today to build your collection with your favorite cards. Check them out. All right, guys, if you are somebody that is new to the hobby, you've heard of this, maybe this is something that you did when you were a youngster, and now you're like, man, this sounds kind of cool. I want to dive back in. I would agree. I think that actually now is a pretty decent time to get back into the sports card hobby or to get started in the first place. And we're going to give kind of just 3 reasons. There probably could be 10 reasons, but I'm going to throw out my first one, and that one would be prices are quite a bit lower than they have been over the last few years. Now, historically, are they low? Not necessarily historically, but over the last few years, there's been somewhat of a sports card boom that you've probably heard of. And now we've kind of come back down off of that, come back down to earth a little bit to where cards, single cards of your favorite players, prices are down quite a bit. And then also wax and packs and boxes and those sorts of things. Prices are starting to come down, and the retail product is more available at Walmart and Target and online. So if you're somebody that's just collecting certain players, or you're just trying to rip packs because that's what you did when you were young, then now is a decent time to do that compared to what we've had over the last few years. Number 2, escape from reality. If you're like me, I've got a family, I've got 4 kids. You know, it's nice to kind of just get away mentally from just the realities of life, whether it be family or work or whatever it is. And the sports card hobby is a great place for that. Even if you're just browsing, window shopping cards, you don't have to spend a bunch of money to be happy doing this. You can just check out cards, whether it be on the low end, on the high end. You can also follow players. How does it affect prices? You can follow different teams and new releases. Wow, what sorts of different designs are coming out? Checking and doing research on what cards are actually rare, what stuff is actually scarce. There's a lot of cool things you can do in the sports card hobby that just take up your time, take up your brain space, where it's just fun and not necessarily focused around just the responsibilities of life. The economy as a whole, especially in the United States, it's putting downward pressure on a lot of pricing for certain things like we just talked about. So it is opening the door for people to be able to participate and take their mind off of things.
Chocolate. So chocolate. So much.
And last but not least, camaraderie with like-minded individuals. It's kind of crazy when you go to like the National Sports Card Convention is once a year, or you go to the Dallas Card Show, and there's tens of thousands of people that are from all different types of backgrounds. They might have nothing in common with you except for this one thing, but this one thing, sports cards, can bring you close and can actually make friendships where you thought, wow, I would never hang out with this person, or just never thought these people existed. Well, that's kind of what it is. Actually, it's like me when I go to the Superdome as a Saints fan to watch a Saints game. It's like, wow, there are other Saints fans. And so for sports card people, this is a safe space for the nerds. This is a place where we can come, we can get together and nerd out on cardboard. And it's really fun. I started back in 2018, and through this YouTube channel, and then just also locally, there's been a lot of opportunity to make new friends, bounce ideas off of each other, and just go back and forth on a lot of different things and get to know other people, different walks of life that also happen to be into cards. And that has been big time fun. So while of course there are negatives, there are downsides to this hobby as well as probably every other hobby on the planet, there are lots of good reasons to participate. And so if you're new here or you're just getting back in, definitely check this out. Take your time, do your research is kind of the thing that everybody says, but honestly, just enjoy what you're doing. And also remember that even with prices coming down, the sports card hobby can be very expensive. So make sure that you can afford what you're getting into. I think that's something that's very important to talk about, especially now, just kind of with economic pressures. You don't need to spend tons of money to have a great time. Guys, thank you very much for joining me here today. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.